Today, we want to lay on our table the president's speech to the nation, and also for make we discuss small wetin happened today na Lungi International Airport. Yesterday we be there for discuss wetin happened na the airport hotel where the government they use as a quarantine facility for right now for the one them where they travel come inside Salone. After we don't deal with Sunday, we learn say the chief minister and also accompanied by few stakeholders them, like the Minister of Health and Sanitation, and few people them will be there for that Ebola response team where the president be meet with. They all be go na Lungi, then go talk to them people there within at the quarantine facility. We know so a lot of people them be they say, oh, they want to see videos or whatever, but if you be get opportunity for watch that particular video there, you go see say exactly what in the people then cry bots and then videos the way they do. Exactly nine and tell the chief minister where he go there. And the chief minister began for apologize on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone. Say, well, let's have apologize and say even America and all the other countries then the constraints with this particular coronavirus right now. So make people and try to understand. And however, they don't promise the people the way they say, then go try for fix this. In a way, them people and way they under, they no go suffer that kind of suffer, then suffer again. Then go make sure say light today, then go make sure say water today, then go make sure say, then they give them food 3 times a day. And then go to the extent say, then go even get preference. Because some people, they say they're diabetic and all them things, then they not so any kind of food then they eat. So they need for prepare for them. Now they go, now some people then begin talking on social media and say, if the government no say it not being ready, why it try for push for quarantine people them? If they no say the facility was not ready. But mind you, the president be don't go there, then say he ready. And people and they say, why then people and do video? If they not be do video, you think say the chief minister for be go there? You just think about it. We did pada one day, 9 we get a red alert, SOS call from Umaru Fofana, the BBC reporter. He say, watch out. One plane day na the air right now, where they come out Kenya, where they can land na Lungi Airport. And he tell like for say, somebody they where they show symptoms, signs, for say, then get the virus. Social media go scatter. So wetin I do? I call the aviation authority. I ask them. And this is exactly what they told me. They say, not to Umaru Fofana break the news. Because if you watch what Umaru Fofana write, if you read them well, he say the authorities them alert them. So not that the aviation authority was not in the know of this particular plane where they come. So the aviation authority in Salone say they knew about it. Somebody called Umaru Fofana and tell him say, na so don't happen. So when Umaru Fofana self get him, himself take to social media and blow him out. And they not be look happy for that. Because they say they already know about it. And then we don't get all the measures them we don't put in place. Then we get all the measures them. And in that particular light, because then we there on the meeting, Then we ever tell me, say, okay, then they're on meeting, but then go get back to we. And indeed, then get back to we for tell we say, the 4 Japanese nationals, them, we claim say then they can salon on vacation, on touristic business, and they bring them can salon. At this time, they're not being agree for make them come out na the plane. They're not being agree for make them disembark for Kandong. So the same flight we can with them, and go with them. However, the people them will be there na that flight, the other people them will be there na that particular flight today. Then we get for quarantine them for 14 days because of the particular incident where happened inside the flight. So they deal with that one day. But from this morning, we don't know say His Excellency the President of Sierra Leone, President Bill, may for address the nation. I don't know if you don't go ahead and don't listen to the speech where the President gave. If you don't listen them, or if you don't listen them yet, for the benefit of the one that will not listen them yet, let me just listen within the President really say, not a speech. Listen to this.
Fellow citizens, Sierra Leone is threatened by the global coronavirus pandemic. It is a public health emergency of global concern. It is a deadly virus that has infected hundreds of thousands of people all over the world, from China and the Far East to Europe, America, and some African countries. The coronavirus has tested or overwhelmed the organization, expertise, and vast resources of the healthcare systems of the richest and most advanced countries, including China, America, United Kingdom, Italy, and Spain, to name a few. Like the Ebola virus, it is easily transmitted from person to person. Like Ebola, it is spread through social contact. It is spread through contact with respiratory droplets through the mouth, eyes, and ears. If you have flu-like symptoms, including fever, cough, and difficult breathing that last for 3 days, you must self-report by calling 117 or at the nearest healthcare facility. Corona or COVID-19 is a virus for which there is currently no vaccine. It can even be transmitted by certain population groups that show no obvious symptoms of an infection. Like the Ebola virus, the coronavirus can be deadly. Now, our immediate neighbors, Guinea and Liberia, have both reported confirmed cases of coronavirus infections. The deadly coronavirus is in our neighborhood. It is no longer a question of whether the coronavirus will come to Sierra Leone. It is a question of when. Over a month ago, my government began implementing a raft of measures to prevent the incidence of the coronavirus. We have implemented stringent entry port surveillance measures at our international port at Lungi and 2 major land border posts at Balamoya and Gendema. We have instituted robust entry port screening, monitoring, and quarantine arrangements. I have personally assumed leadership of all preparations. I have visited and overseen the diagnostic and isolation unit at 34 Military Hospital, the Lungi International Airport Quarantine Facility and Airport, and the Balamoya Border Post in Cambia. At all those locations and at every public speaking opportunity since, I have publicly called for heightened vigilance. Corona, like Ebola, is a highly infectious and deadly virus. We have 3 testing laboratories, an equipped, purposely built isolation unit, and we are fully equipping treatment centers. We have also approached a friendly government to support our effort with equipment and medical supplies. We have triggered public health emergency measures. We have committed some financial resources to preparedness and public health education. The Ministry of Health and Sanitation has activated the Emergency Operations Center to Level 2 to coordinate initial preparedness and response. We have activated the emergency contact number 117. I repeat, 117. An associated call center will process all calls to this number and act on each call and every information received accordingly. We have streamlined standard operating procedures to cover screening, quarantine, laboratory, and data management for persons from identified epicenters and sites of incidence of the coronavirus. We have positioned expert contact tracers and disease surveillance units in all district levels. We have implemented hand washing procedures at most medical institutions and urge citizens to observe limited social contact. We have alerted our healthcare personnel and strengthened our healthcare systems across the country. We are determined to prevent the incidence and spread of the virus. But we are also extremely cautious that, like Ebola, by the time we identify one positive case, we would have had several dozen disease contacts. We cannot afford to wait for a positive case. We are not going into imminent lockdown. Our actions and the preventive measures we take now as individuals and as communities are critical to ensuring we don't have to. This is not a time to panic. I've held consultative meetings with fellow Sierra Leoneans right across the board, including those persons who manage the Ebola crisis. To my mind, this is a time for close attention to detail, focus, and intense discipline. Therefore, I announce here today additional guidance to citizens in order to further enhance our national preparedness. I have directed the military to immediately deploy to our international airport and land crossing points in order to enhance security and support compliance with all public health directives and advisories. Ministries, departments, and agencies are urged to collaborate very closely to support and ensure compliance with all preventive measures we have put in place. All government officials are directed to suspend all foreign travels until further notice. Citizens are strongly encouraged to postpone all overseas travels, especially to locations with reported cases of coronavirus. Our country's biggest source of threat is persons who have traveled from corona-infected countries. The Ministry of Health has issued a comprehensive advisory for the administration of quarantine for citizens, legal residents, and visitors who arrive in Sierra Leone. We urge strict compliance. These measures will be monitored and continually reviewed. Citizens are strongly encouraged to tell their family members, their neighbors, and other persons in their community that the coronavirus is already in Liberia and Guinea. It is highly infectious. It is a virus for which there is currently no vaccine, and it can kill. Citizens are therefore strongly urged to avoid physical contact and practice social distances at all social and public gatherings. This applies to public events including, but not limited to, football matches, public concerts, social events, religious congregations, weddings, funerals, and other such large gatherings. Citizens with flu-like symptoms, including a fever, cough, and difficult breathing, are encouraged to seek immediate medical attention and call 117. No Pepe, Dr. Yusuf. As at the time of Ebola, good personal hygiene and behavior are critical to preventing the spread of the coronavirus. Citizens must avoid handshakes and hugs when greeting people. Avoid direct contact with persons with cold or flu symptoms. Cover their noses and mouths when coughing or sneezing. Wash their hands often with soap, clean water, and use hand sanitizers. Private businesses, public institutions, event organizers, stores, supermarkets, and market women should provide enhanced hygiene facilities, including washing stations with clean water, liquid soap, and hand sanitizers at all entrances. They should also ensure that all toilets and common areas are regularly cleaned and disinfected. Operators of minibuses, taxis, and kekes are urged to minimize congestion and to provide hand sanitizers to passengers. They are also encouraged to call 117 and report persons who are visibly sick with a fever, cough, and difficult breathing. I urge all public and private radio stations, religious leaders, chiefs, tribal authorities and headmen and women, community leaders, local council administrators and leaders, political party leaders and representatives at the ward and constituency and national levels, and administrators and staff of educational institutions at the basic, secondary, vocational, and tertiary levels to continually broadcast and reinforce public health education information on the coronavirus prevention, including hand hygiene, cough etiquette, and social distancing. Although there are no confirmed cases in Sierra Leone at this time, we must adopt the foregoing immediately in order to forestall the deadly risk of the coronavirus. We continue to actively monitor developments around the coronavirus, and we will announce further enhanced measures, including a declaration of a state of emergency to protect public health and safety. Fellow citizens, as a nation, we have triumphed together over war, Ebola, and natural disasters. Together again, by the grace of God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and through our collective resolve, vigilance, and determination to strive and thrive as a nation, we will overcome this menace yet again. Thank you, and God bless you. God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone.
God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. What's in your pick out of the President's address? It talks, say, it is no longer a question of whether the coronavirus go can us alone. It's not a question again. No. But now, the question is when it go come. When it go come. It go come or it not go come? It's not a question then again. It go come, it not go come. It's now when it go come. Whose time it go reach? And some other measures them added to waiting we be done they get from Friday. Now for say, now the military go there now all we border crossing points them, including the airports. Because they say, today some people in the tower say, they no go agree for me and quarantine them. We be even here say some people say before they quarantine them, then they go back outside and come out. So now the president order the military for deploying all them border crossing points, including the airports, for enhanced security and support the compliance with all public health directives. So military don't come inside. But still yet, the president not declare it a state of emergency. Some of the things the way he say make you not panic. Because remember, even today, when that Kenya Airways, that alert became, a lot of people begin panic. He say no for panic. People, they still say for lockdown. He say there is no lockdown. No border, no close, nothing. No lockdown, no day. 117. We all know say 117 enemy, they use the Ebola term. He said they don't activate them back. We sometimes maybe them be closer after the Ebola and they not be get used for them again. But anyway, 117, he say they don't activate them again. And this na the side way the president talk where he say, he don't visit quarantine and treatment center. I talk about where go 34. He talk about going to Lungi airport and say na in the oversee all in the day. Well, if the president na in the oversee, then problem video na the airport hotel. But however, until the chief minister don't go, they don't promise the people them, say everything will come to normal, make we wait and see. Another thing we tell the people them, not for Pepe Doctor. Not for Pepe Doctor Yusuf. He even talked to even the Okada, Keke, taxi riders them. Forget hand sanitizer. Social distancing. But me, I want for categorically say say that one they no work. Because I don't know if you know, but then get small fuel scarcity in a salon. And the camera was out today. We don't even upload that video there. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, if you don't see Andy, we don't even upload that video there. See the crowd, see the people them na the filling station where they try for buy fuel. See where then they touch themselves. So that social distancing, you know okay too. You know work at all. This is a video we do today. At the fuel station them. Today, now we don't. So when the president they talk about citizens and for minimize traveling and practice the social distancing and good hygiene. As we can say, now we, the people, now we go make the virus not spread. By way and manner, we follow the rules and regulations them, we go make it no spread. Like I said, one thing now where they make people and gather to themselves. Now that fear. Wait and see it's scarce. And go watch the video. I say a network production. See the crowd of people na the filling station and see if there is any social distancing, if they get any distance, if they know they go like how they don't use for the door no more. Eh? Make her open the phone line. You don't listen to it in the president say. You don't hear waiting happen at the airport. Waiting na your own contribution. Yes, caller, your name and who the call from, please?
Now, Adama, I call from New York.
Yes, Adama, you get a platform.
Yeah, I hear the president speech. It was a good speech, but just like they say before, if he say he don't put everything in place and everything is going on fine, so what will happen at the airport? Okay, I don't get it, AAA. And when it comes to our people, like Unwashed today, I don't know if now the advisory or whatever it is, I don't know if they do the match, but I see something like that. They were giving speech today also. They're not going able for our people. We are socialized animals, but at the same time, sometimes we do it too much, especially this time in time. It's very, very hard, even over here in the United States. Okay, where at the work right now, it's just shut down. The family, they're not even come for say hello to them, to their loved ones. Even if they come, if they bring anything, I will go pick them outside. So I hope for people that will listen, because me not understand all of these things where they go on. They say one thing and they do something else. Okay, I don't need to put anybody down. I need to put the government down. Mother Bio is doing well. Is the best they can. The government is doing what they're doing their best. I understand, but at the same time, if they really want this thing to contain, they really have to do the right thing. Look at that airport business. What you go on? I mean, if you're not ready for accept people now or quarantine, why you say you were ready? I mean, really, that was really bad. I'm so sorry for that lady. Okay, what if they cry so? Okay, like you always say, there are so many indifferences. Okay, way between us and our brothers over there. Every time we go there, their sanity always happen. Okay, I get me your own share of that. Everybody get your own share of that. So it was very bad. Now I hope everything will be okay. I hope so, Super. I thank you very much. Okay, for giving me the platform.
All right, thank you very much, Adama. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Oh, my name is Sophia. I call from Memphis, Tennessee. One thing thank you anyway for giving me the platform. The one thing we are confused on all this explanation, the president say, may will not think say Ebola no get for stuff like the coronavirus no get for come. He get any idea about that? Anytime he get for come or what he mean? What he really mean? Well, let's show we the time we get for come. We will get for prepare for people. One. Secondly, whether they talk about government, whether not they talk about government, yes. That's not the power government who everybody needs. So now power, everybody have to be patient. You know what I mean? We just beg them, please, please, please. Let this kind of short of statement not come say, let nobody not think say the coronavirus not there for cancer alone. Wow, that's a big word. If it's a mistake you do, or I don't know, but I'm really confused on that. That's the only thing I will say right now.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Safi. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yes, good evening. This is Nancy, the call from US.
Yes, Nancy, you get the platform.
Yeah, this, I don't know what's in the president decide for do, but I know say intercept deep down, it a panic and because I know say not prepare in terms of food, in terms of everything. So what do you know what they say? Make it just come out plain and lock down them borders then they whether for fly now or all the borders level side closed. If you don't do that because now the only language that they will Sierra Leone man understand action. If you just say by word of mouth, you just say and announce, they're not going to move. Until they see some form of action, then you will see if you know what they in place. And if you want to prevent this disease, for let no go inside salon, now the only measures that they will need for take. But if you say, you know, they do no lockdown, people then will still move freely, then no way to control them. Some will still find a way for sneak coming. It no matter. If you lock an also, they will find way for pass through a back door somewhere. You will lock all them all day. I don't know, Balamuya, people then will must find way for cross. And being so close with them with neighbors there also, some people then just want out. If they don't know, say, you don't then have a place already, then go find all kind of way, even pay for let them go cross with them, just like I even said the last time. People then they smuggle, people then still in middle of the night, it's Okada. So in short, say they know they do that right now. In as much as we all they pray, God give we 5 senses them. For let we prevent yourself from touching things and not sit down you say, okay, I they pray, but you know they make the effort for protect yourself. That you get yourself for blame if anything happens to you. Shalom man not sabi word of mouth or just be announced. Shalom man na action na the only language that we understand. If you don't do that, well, look the gas station where they talk about. People they all don't go full up, they all man go touch, all man touch. Who knows who side and they don't come? Who's people the way don't pick up along the way? Only God knows. And for the hand sanitizer for the drivers then. And hand sanitizer, they even then are the stores there right now. Now then they supply them to people them or now the people themselves go buy them. If the people are not able to control that church and we all live with large families, some family then so big na the house, you know, go no so man they don't na the car na money in all man go na so no more than they choke themselves they sleep. If you not put this emergency thing for let people then stop for move through borders, let people then stay, it will just cause more problem. And it's not about waiting, it's just about the time now. For now they listen to no more now. If you don't enter inside salon, you they pray make it not happen it. And now that it not happen it, Mama for just ask the people that way they don't go stock now Lungi, we say the quarantine, we all don't see the whole world don't watch what don't happen. We don't see anything if they happen, no action, no day, it's not just word. So we they beg you, Mr. President, if you will listen. This is it. Where you for sure you president, you for sure say yes, you're a real leader. If you don't able to control it, then you don't fail. And this no matter to say.
Thank you very much, Nancy. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you did live on air. Your name and who side the call from?
Yeah, Triple A, this is Musa in the call from Ada.
Yes, Musa, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
My own contribution is that about the president in comment. We in talk say no that no matter the coronavirus you get for international. I ain't go comment like them can't think like that. You try for sensitize people then for saying the coronavirus no internet country. You go tell them about the don't know if you say for say coronavirus no go international. So maybe at the timeline then no. Because the same people then back. The time for Ebola, at the same time we turn back. If you see, don't begin say so because I know for saying now for that money with the World Bank or now we don't put money for the Africa for this coronavirus. Maybe not landed in the petrol. Police enter so that they will able to put their hand on that money. Because it's not so that. I will talk such a thing. We don't for the salon international. You go talk say no official. The COVID-19 no go international. So it's very sad. You as a leader, you talk then can word them. To the mission, or say, no fish, they enter. If they enter safe, but not to you could talk that. You try to talk safe, say, no, try to prevent with self, no better. But if you begin to talk safe, you don't know fish, you don't go enter in a salon. How you see people don't go think. So it's very sad. This leader there, to be honest with you, they know the thing first before they talk. No matter before you talk, you just think. Then come what they not find for talk. And for the airport chef, when they talk, they don't put everything, all the strategic things, all the measures in place. But if you look at airport, what happens? If you look at the fuel station, how people they connect themselves, how the crowd engage to themselves. If you not and say that one not to the president in London, but we as Israelis, but we care for waiting for this. Because we don't talk say this, we don't need crowd. At least forget at least 2 meters for each other. If you cough self, you can cover your mouth. If you sneeze, you can cover your nose. But if you do them just the crowd like that because of fear shortage, the thing about them, their own health. But not related. I don't want to talk.
All right, thank you very much, Musa. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
I'm Musa. They call from New York.
Okay, Musa go, Musa come. Yes, Musa from New York. You get the platform.
Me, honestly, I'm not the one partake. I just the one because I don't call now. People, it is hard time, not to all people, not to all world people, and they say na social media idea. For encourage people and become as Sierra Leoneans and they get for express their view. They know which word the president means say coronavirus in no say go enter salon. They know what he mean. Sierra Leoneans, that woman they say the man not supposed for talk that day. Which measure when you feel say Mother Biogo put for let coronavirus not enter na salon if it is Liberia and Guinea. You know the rules the way they Liberia for enter Pujon. When they concentrate no more na they have half border there. When I know the rules the way they from Pujon, Bunda people enter Liberia when I just a stone throw. When I know the rules the way they na Guinea for enter na salon, the day where I say coronavirus don't enter na Liberia, I say salon don't get her. Now that I call me brother straight, I tell him. I say, but we don't see corona don't enter salon. There's no type of that. And I say, as long as it is salon, it is Liberia don't enter na salon. The one when our nations that we get the money, we get the capability, when they get all things. They don't tell people that all kind where they don't even know what they happen in the world. When they go say now money, Mother you want, they make a want for let corona enter na salon. What a shameful. People in this country, Papa God. I don't know, Papa God, me something and they will God is done some people and they do. It can puzzle me. I can really know what one for no because on certain people and they're not supposed for them at the world. What money you feel say the president go mille for let it pray for let corona enter na salon? You know it's a life side. That's enough already. It's enough they talk to people. You know who that get and we get for transfer to her? The man don't tell you now the measures. What if you feel say you go ask people salon person na people for so knows the way Congo sa. So all man they come. The man don't tell you say una stop everything. That are the only measure. Wash your hand. Avoid crowd. No go na club. No gather outside 10, 15, 20 people in day. These are only the measures. The whole world has so the measure in day. Third world country like Sierra Leone una they sit down. Now una houses them because una feel say everything is well for una. Make one thing Sierra Leone therefore understand today.
Musa, I want all you under first. Everybody has right to his own opinion.
No, this is not.
No, hold on. No, hold on first. No. Hold on.
They try for sabotage.
This is not sabotage. This is not. If you get listen, if somebody don't come, no, hold on. If somebody don't come, he say waiting, and you get another idea, you get for pass your message. No. You get for pass your message. You get for pass your message in another way. Because everybody get right to his own opinion. If the person not share your own opinion, no means say you for come, because I don't let you force, you don't talk to, but you're going deep, and no, okay. All right, Musa don't go first. Everybody get right for your own opinion. If you share something different, yourself can come and you lay you on a table. Before we can always start, I can talk and I say, we all not go share the same idea. We all not go share the same reason. But we can't go on and on if somebody else talk for come and go as deep as you they go. We're sorry about that, but this is not a platform for that. Yes, caller, your name and who the call from, please?
Yes, Mina Adama, I call from Ohio.
Yes, Adama, you get a platform.
Yes, I just want to raise a concern about concerning the president's speech, and when the president be so strong and say, Corona no go salon. I just want to say to the people the way they call and to the people of Sierra Leone, look, and not just the say Corona, not the cancer alone, and they sit on back. It is say and try to put measures, try to sensitize people there. Let people there be proactive and take caution. So if like the president they say that the people they say that they confused why the president is saying no we'll go there. Yeah, we never country don't be affected. But in the try for black, be proactive and at the same time work and tell people that that's the role of a leader. You not just go for frighten the people there. You calm the people there down and you tell them what's not the consequence of this if it happen. So I just want to encourage we all as Sierra Leoneans, let we all just come together at this point in time. When this thing start in America, Donald Trump they deny. He said we get everything in place, we get under control. They argue doctors that until it feel like they give a speech one that feels so sad, like he is so down. So sometimes leadership, if you not there, you not gonna know. So me at the big, I just encourage everybody, let we take caution and let we believe, because that's all we get this time. So contribution, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Adama. Thank you. Yeah. Make I just try for explain because people seem for the get themselves confused in waiting the president say. It is no longer a matter of whether coronavirus will enter Sierra Leone. It is a matter of when. Waiting do. Just like waiting Musa they talk, although it can't with Wamat. But because Guinea and Liberia get the virus, and I can always say Naya, then King Ewa Wodo, then they say porous. Quick as you interview anybody but we bother them. And they say, oh, we bother them porous. What do they mean by that? That our borders are not secured. Low say that Balamoya sign. Where they come on Guinea. Outside the checkpoint, they outside them, Motuka the all the park. You think say na the government know about. But a lot of other places them where the Okada riders then say sabi. Because what you do, town they inside Balamuya, tongue dede, village dede. Where the people them where they inside them village then they don't know if na Guinea then they or na even inside Salon then they. So they can go across as the lake. Same goes to Liberia. Yes, you get the border crossing point. But apart from that, because they get villages then, those people can go back and forth. Go inside Liberia, how they lake, inside Salon, how they lake. Then they go inside through border safe. They know they pass na the border entry point. Then they go through how they want for go. So because then two countries are who they share border with, and where not of us say other road not the other than the road way legal. Now make the president say, we no go say in the camp. Because what you do, the virus no they appear so it can gin. No. The virus get for need mortal man for make it deparam and go usai that mortal man did they go. So as long as we people and go back and forth, definitely, even though we know one time, but make we not caught off guard. Say, oh, it don't happen. Then he's surprised. I mean, the president say, not to matter, say no go come. But even in that, there were still measures we didn't put in place. And also a lot of people, they say, foreclose the borders then. If today the president be don't announce it for closed border, even with that statement there, for say, not a question of when, and people enough for be even focused on that. But a lot of people still focus on the border then we open. For make Kenya Airways, say, then they car with passenger. Brussels Airline, Air France, all of them one day. They only go down for 1 month. But you know, say Africa man flight. Don't know if not for the mullah or waiting. But Africa man flight. Let us see. If government not close the airport, let us see them African flights then where they come salon. If they go ever stop for come. It will be a difficult one. Because Africa man, they think about the money. I like them put every kind of measure. If the people them not adhere to, it's still not going to be effective. It's still not going to be effective. If the people are not adhere to waiting the measures the way they put, it's still not going to be effective. Like I said, go make you go watch the video today. Today we shoot her. Where we go na the petrol station where they say fuel scarce. People ended it, and beaucoup people ended it back. Beaucoup one day na ended it, and so they touch themselves. You sabi no more now. All my whole in gallon. All my whole in gallon. They first forget fuel. The people them get for listen. The people them, if they not listen, and I hope say, I'm glad because according to the aviation person who I talked to, he say now the Kenya Airways of itself, now they alert the airport authority. For more than they up the year, now they alert and say, somebody they make one kind way inside a way not look correct. So from there, the airport authority themselves be ready for them for come, which is good. which is very, very good. So, we just hope, say, how then they pick out something where the communication, they work fine. That's so it go happen, say. Because if then one they not be pick them up, like today, Salon back don't join no. So we get one case. Even though then they go say the person na Japanese, he come out Japan, can Salon, no, but still yet we don't join. And we self one make boast say with other countries they will not get nothing in it. But we make that boast say coronavirus scam. It's a mental pattern of the world. In no reach Salon. Even so we neighbor there. He go Guinea, he go Liberia, then he no can Salon. Well, maybe with the military in our way, the president don't bring come inside. Something they have place then go able for waiting, do something. We just hope say, because we know one thing about bribery. About bribery. And we hope say they not go just focus outside that can now end or Balamoya and the under. Other half place then they. Other half place then they. We self one dust we shoulder. We self one pop we collar them. For say Ebola this coronavirus scam. And we know entertain in a salon. Salon? And the one gay country will get. Okay, make a read what Judge Kamara say. He say for tackle the arrival of this virus. He say na forget ahead of him. By way we will go implement measures then. We he go tell like say he don't already dey Salon, but he not dey. He say na dan then call being proactive. He say remember no more. Just like where Adam myself called just now say Donald Trump will be the deny. The same Donald Trump we say Democrats why use the coronavirus against him. That Donald Trump did today is a different man. Because he take the coronavirus, he take a make plate, that's why he don't sit down now, pantap them. Oh, we still there, Abob say, that check day. The check go reach not so. But what he say because he catch the Western world off guard. And one thing we for do na Salon that social distancing. He say if na him, that's na Judge Kamal, he say if na him go lock the border then. This border locking, most people want the borders then for close. He go lock the border then, he go limit the social gathering to less than 50. And stop all non-essential travel until further notice. He say we for take preemptive measures if we get for succeed. If we get for succeed. The same way this particular administration not do it, and have a lock them border there. And for reduce to 50 because then say 100. It's key to my heart. He said the citizens have a lot to do in this situation, even though the president they do him best. Abdullah Bondo Conte say, he say all African countries for lock them border, especially Guinea and Liberia. He said the government and they know ready it. He said and they know say they're not capable for handle any outbreak. He beg the president say please make it lock the border there and quarantine the whole country for at least 3 weeks. Making up a doctor the issue. Mamikano self they say even there, even Kailaon district and get lots of back roads them between Guinea and Liberia. Man, he say African airline there now all but money. But we just they hope that we people them go listen. The virus need mortal man for travel with. You know they travel by himself. So now Uda make himself available for her, now he go travel. Now he go join in company. Uda make himself available. He go join the company. Well, maybe the president after 2-3 days, because like I said, remember now from Friday tea would already choose out already so today. So maybe by Friday back we say if all that plane can make test like say the one can drop other person, something like that then the administration go say no waiting, let we lock first. Or is it because most of the thing they use? But I make you say non-essential. Non-essential. Some people are still asking why people in the travel. Because mortal man like for go places. And no matter what. I don't know if you see yesterday, there was a live feed will be the watch. People in Florida, they go to beach. They go to beach and be then a beach like say nothing no they happen. But America back, they one there. Except now that guys people them. But we the big we people them. That's alone. Make we listen. Wash you on. Wash you on, not just scatter pit. We want pit, you just iban so. Social distancing. Social distancing. We want sneeze, we want cough, do one at your elbow. Do one at your elbow. All waiting until we let just do one. No, just do them. Now we go local team for today. We just hope and pray say the people them go hard here. And we all go fit. Make Salon remain coronavirus free. Till we meet again tomorrow. Triple A say, tata.